This is the audio log of Flint Taggart, dated November 4th, 2145. Upon my arrival at the UAC facility on Mars with Counselor Elliot Swan and his hired gun Campbell, I was sent off to meet with my CO named Sergeant Kelly. It was strange, but I started getting the impression that things aren't as peachy up here as the officials claim back on Earth. I overheard several Marines and engineers talking about power failures and people requesting transfers off this rock. I knew Mars wasn't going to be the best assignment, but judging from the way that Dr. Petruga was acting, I'm guessing that something he's got planned has got everybody spooked. No sooner after my meeting with Sergeant Kelly, I was assigned babysitting duty to bring back this scientist from the old comms facility in the Mars City underground. Unfortunately though, what started as a simple mission soon became my worst nightmare. Putting it lightly, all hell was broken loose. End of log. Alright, welcome back to the Doom 3 commentary with me, Skully the Metalhead. Excuse me for 1 second while I cough. Excuse me. But, yes, if you're wondering what that little intro segment there was, that was a little personal thing I decided to add to Doom 3, if only for the fact that there's, well, world building actually, because again, if Doom Guy literally is supposed to be you, then why not add your own personal touch to it? So, that's what, I'm gonna do. And, yes, for those of you wondering why I chose the name Flint Taggart, that is his somewhat implied canonical name. I don't think it is officially stated, but it is in some expanded medias. I think the novel touches upon that. But anyway, that's going to be something I might do intermediately, just every now and again. But yeah. Also, another thing I'm probably going to be doing for a majority of this part is just touching upon old concepts and gameplay mechanics that I don't think I covered before. It's been a while since I last did this, so yeah, bear with me. But as to the current situation at hand, yeah, things have gone to shit. There seem to be possessed people running around that are called zombies, even though I don't really consider them zombies because, you know, zombies by definition are usually... Actually, no, they aren't zombies, as you'll soon see right here, because, you know, zombies are just brainless morons that are only interested in nom-noms. And that was a lost soul. So, as you can see, major difference between Doom 3, the Big Friendly Giant Edition, and Doom 3 regular is the flashlight, which, in the original version, you had to switch between using your flashlight and your weapons, creating a very intense atmosphere, actually, because, you know, you couldn't use your weapon while you were using your flashlight, so you kind of had to switch back and forth, and then hope for the best that you were aiming for it, unless, of course, you use the duct tape flashlight mod, which was for the PC version. But, in Doom 3, the BFG edition, you can just press the L1 or R1 button, I think. No, it was the L1 button to switch on your flashlight, but unfortunately, as a trade-off, they also had the ability for it to have a time limit, so to speak. Ooh, Jesus, that's morbid. Now, this is going to be the main meat and potatoes of what Doom 3 is. Sparsely lit rooms and, general scary shit going on. And this is one of the things that I really think works in the game's favor, is it provides, well, not necessarily now, but it has like a very quiet ambient sense to it, which we'll get into a little bit later when we reach the Alpha Labs portion. And it just gets so fucking surreal, which I can understand why it would upset many classic Doom fans who prefer the run-and-gun styled action of the first two games. And honestly, I'm part of that crowd as well, but honestly, if we had a game styled like Doom 3 again, I would have no complaints. Because honestly, from what I'm seeing here, even though we haven't really gotten to the good stuff yet, it's still pretty good, and I highly recommend you play it for yourself. But for those of you who aren't quite convinced, let me show you how Doom 3 operates. I don't believe it's here, but we will be getting to something pretty soon, which I do like about Doom 3's style of operating. Really for more of the greedy players.
This is the audio log of Frank Delahue, engineering manager assigned to power production, dated October 18, 2145. The current operational status of the grid is 23% over nominal capacity. I've increased work shifts to 12 hours a day for all personnel to keep up with demand. The constant and increasing load from the Delta Complex is causing havoc. We are going to start losing critical systems if we have to sustain these levels much longer. I request clearance to requisition parts from other departments in order to maintain our equipment. Okay, I don't know what is going on over at Delta, but I'm doing all I can down here. The constant demands are bad enough, but the rumors going around are making things a whole lot worse. And I gotta tell you, if things don't get better soon, all hell is gonna break loose.
In terms of the audio logs, I'm not sure if I said this before, but I'm going to let you guys listen to some of them, or at least the ones that I deem important, because a lot of the audio logs have quite a few creepy things in them. Well, not in the sense of Resident Evil, you know, for itchy tasty and that sort of thing, but creepy in the sense that it kind of shows the progression of how things became to the way they are now. But, in any case, coming up right now is actually a pretty cool gameplay mechanic in my opinion. Well, not necessarily gameplay mechanic, but kind of an idea that I feel really works in the game's favour. And what's this? Oh no, we are in a red room and there's zombies attacking us. We must use our boomstick to destroy them. Take this, groovy, yeehaw. Yes, now this is a gameplay mechanic that I consider to be pretty good in the sense that, again, for the more greedy players that see, you know, a big powerful gun right for the picking, they go, ooh, I'm gonna snatch me some of that. And, in my opinion, it creates a great risk versus reward style of gameplay, because it can say, okay, it's like, okay, you want the more powerful weapon, okay, here's a bunch of zombies. Now, either you use it, and hopefully you can survive, or if you lack the health and, have bitten off a little bit more than you can chew, then you're fucked. So you can avoid it and just progress just fine, or you can take it and face the wrath, basically. So yeah, risk versus reward, and that's something they tend to do a lot with Doom 3, so yeah, that's something to watch out for. Just make sure that you're prepared for it. But in any case, getting up ladders can be kind of finicky at times, but such is life when you're playing a first-person shooter, and that's another thing that Doom 3 likes to do. They often like to hide enemies in little closet areas, and, you know, areas that I honestly begin to question, because it's like they're just, like, have they been seriously just standing in there the whole time, just waiting? I don't know, sounds kind of fishy to me. What's this? Oh my god. It's an imp. Redesigned for Doom 3, which I'd say out of all the Doom 3 redesigns for the demons, the imps actually got out fairly unscathed, because I think they like the spikes from the classic Doom enemies, but, you know, they more or less resemble what they used to be back in the old days. Okay. Was this the part where the... No, I don't think it was, because usually he's, imp... Yeah, there it is. Oh, I must be thinking of another area, because there's usually an imp that appears out of these stairs. Actually, I think it might have been here. Oh, no. No, it was another staircase sort of area. And another thing about the imps, they can shoot fireballs just like they used to, but they have... It's their pounce attack that really does the most damage to you. But a lot of the moves are telegraphed, but it is really annoying when, you know, they just jump out of nowhere and just... like this! Yeah, they usually like to hide behind doors and do that. I'm not really sure if it's, if they're scripted to do that, but oh, shotgun. You know, next to some of the cherub enemies that we'll be getting to later, the shotgun guys are really fucking annoying. And it's, honestly, no matter how far away you are, like, you'd think that the further away you are, the shotguns would be less potent, but they're just as potent at close range as they are in long range, which really annoys me. Yeah, pretty creepy room here. Because you can actually hear the guy saying, "Help me," like in a whispery drawl, which, again, Doom 3 is really good at, because, you know, you'd expect a game like Doom just, you know, just rely more on just gore and be that and nothing but honestly, it can get really psychological in some places, which is a couple of moments I'm going to point out as we go on, and there's one particular moment that I fucking love to death, but seriously, man, it's just beautiful. Like, honestly, even from a design aspect, like, Doom 3 is just fucking spectacular. Like I know most people say that, oh, Industrial Grey, it's so bland and boring, but honestly, I don't know whether or not there's a certain beauty in grungy and industrial environments, but I don't know, Doom 3 just kind of captures that grungy, space-aged feeling that I haven't honestly gotten with a lot of, you know, modern-day sci-fi movies, which, if I may go on a tirade here, tends to be mostly, you know, clean-cut and sleeker-looking, kind of white, Tron-esque environments, really. Whether it's just an adaptation of the times, or whether or not everything was just kind of taking cues from the Matrix, I don't know. But suffice it to say, Doom 3's environment's a fucking killer. Though then again, I think one of the big complaints about this game is that, you know, for a majority of what you're doing here, this is just what you're going to be seeing. But not necessarily, as you do get to see the hell environment later on in the game. But in any case, I'm Skully, keep it new metal, and I'll see you next time in Doom 3. Bye-bye.